Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock, which means it's time for another video. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the problem with Magic reviewers. Now, this is not a rant. There's not going to be any swearing or anything like that, but this is going to be a fairly, it's an opinion that I've held for a long time. And I think it's about time that I actually brought this up and I actually talked about this. I want to talk about the problem with Magic reviewers. And I'm not just talking about Magic review sites like me and the Wizard Product Review and Magic Orthodoxy, and the list goes on and on. And I'm not talking about just those. I'm not talking just about Magic reviewers in Genie Magazine or Magic Scene or anything like that. I'm also talking about people that review Magic on Facebook groups. I'm talking about people who review Magic on the Magic Cafe, even people that review Magic on product pages. I'm talking about pretty much everything, but really mainly about reviews and about the Magic Cafe. So let's get into this. The problem with Magic reviewers, and this has come about recently from watching what's happening with Lloyd Barnes' release of Lux, which has been brought out by him and Murphy's Magic. Now, before anybody starts in the comments down below, yes, I am a friend of Lloyd Barnes. Yes, we are very good friends. Yes, we do a podcast together. However, he has no idea that I'm doing this video. I haven't told him about it. I haven't discussed it with him. What you are seeing here is my opinion. So my opinion is I am absolutely sick and tired of magicians ripping into products before they even own the product or before they've even tried the product. Like, it just drives me up the wall, and I really don't understand. So, you know, the Lux, as of time of filming, the Lux thread on the Magic Cafe is on about 15, 16 pages like that, something like that. And there is a big group of people that are being very negative about it. They're being very negative about the product. They're being very negative about Lloyd as a person. And you know what? Everybody is in their right to you know, if you want to review a product, that's absolutely fine. You know, I say that about my own views. You know, I review products and it's only my opinion, and that's absolutely fine. But the people that are posting on the Magic Cafe at the moment and saying this is one of the worst tricks I've ever seen and things like that, they don't even own the product. They don't even own the product. I know that because it's not even available for sale yet. So almost no one's had it. Now, I've had this product for about 3 months now, and I've been out gigging it. So I feel like I'm in a position where I can talk confidently about the pros and cons of Lux. I have been aware of this product for probably the best part of a year to a year and a half. I am totally aware of this product and what it does and how good it is and its features and its benefits, which is why, you know, when I did a review show special, I did a review show special from the point of view of myself going out and performing this in the real world, seeing what the reactions are like, and actually trying it out. I don't understand two things. One, why or how people can make such blanket statements, and I've seen it on YouTube. You know, on the official trailer that both Lloyd and Murphy's have put out. Even on my own channel, I've seen it. People posting, oh, this is the most hype trick in the world, and this is just a toy, and this is the worst trick I've ever seen. Hang on a minute, hang on. How are you in any situation or position where you can say this is the worst trick in the world? How can you say that? How? For anybody who's posted on the on the internet, or anyone who's posted on a Magic forum, or anyone who's posted on a YouTube channel, how can you make that statement? How can you say, when you don't even own this product and you're basing it off what other people are saying on a thread, which, by the way, they don't own it either, and you're basing it on one trailer and a discussion with Lloyd, how can you possibly say this is the worst trick of all time? Or how can you say this is just a toy, or whatever it is that people are saying? Because you haven't watched the tutorial, you haven't held the thing, you haven't tried the routines out, you haven't gone out and performed it in the real world. How can you do that? How can you do that? That's like me going and reviewing a film without even watching the film and just reviewing the film based on the trailer. You know, something like, for example, Ghostbusters Afterlife. if I hadn't have gone to the cinema to see that, and I just watched the trailer, and I'd be like, oh, this film is ridiculous, and this and this and that, nobody would take me seriously because I don't have any frame of reference. I haven't actually gone out and watched that film. So how can I review it? Well, the same is true with a magic product. How can you review a product based on a trailer? And I know what people are going to say. I can review a product based on the trailer because I have 10 years experience as a magician. And because I have 10 years experience as a magician, I know what plays and what doesn't play. And to that, I say you're full of it. Because here's the thing. Until you've actually watched the tutorial and understood what this thing is, and it's not just about Lux. I'm using Lux because this is the thing that's most recent, but I could very much be talking about a whole bunch of different products, including my own quantum deck. Like, the point I'm trying to make here is you have now, by all means, that's what the latest and greatest forum is there for. It's for people to debate. And it's fine to debate. I've got no problem with people debating. That's what we do in magic. We debate. But to make statements like, this trick is terrible, this trick will not work, this trick, I read somebody on the cafe saying, to think that this trick will work and spectators won't actually realise what's going on is ridiculous. Well, this is somebody who's gone out and performed it about 100 times over the last 3 months. I genuinely don't think that there's anybody out there that has performed this trick more than me, because Lloyd doesn't perform. I've had it for months. I've performed it at every single gig. There's people saying, oh, I won't buy it because it's not going to show up in bright lights. How do you know that? You haven't watched the tutorial. You don't know the fact that they held all of these units back to make them better so that they would work in bright conditions. You're basing your assumptions on something that you know absolutely nothing about. And you know what? I hate it when I see people that are doing this on YouTube, on the Magic Cafe, on Facebook groups, who then turn around and say, "Oh, Lloyd's full of it. Oh, Lloyd's not creative, or this about Lloyd, or that about Lloyd." Hang on a minute. This is a guy that puts 3 videos a week onto his YouTube channel for free. Okay, stuff that, frankly, and I've told him this to his face, he's insane for putting on his YouTube channel because it should be marketed, because it is such a good thing, and he's giving it away for free. Ideas every single week for free. He's doing that. The guy is not money motivated at all, and he puts all of this content onto his channel for free every week. And yet people are turning around to him and saying, "Oh, this is terrible. This has been hyped up into existence. This is a terrible. Lloyd's a terrible person." I've seen about 100 people say Lloyd's a terrible person because of this and because of that. I saw one person say, "Oh, I wouldn't be excited. I'd be excited if it was a new trick by blah, but by Lloyd Barnes, I don't think so." I'm sorry. When was it okay to slag people off on the internet when all they're trying? You need to start thinking about people's mental health. All of you people that it's why I stopped doing the rants. It's why I stopped doing the rants. You know, this is somebody who's put his heart and soul into this product, and he's tried his absolute best. And I think it's amazing, by the way. And to turn around and slag him off when you haven't even got the product. Now, it's a different thing if you've got the product. If you've got the product, if you've gone and bought the product, then as far as I'm concerned, it's fair game. I have gone on and I've literally ripped tricks apart on this YouTube channel, but I've done so once I've paid money for that product. If you're going to put a product out there and you're buying and you've bought the product, you're within your right to say whatever you want to say, right? And however you want to say it. But to turn round and slag somebody off for a trick that you don't own and you know nothing about, when he spends his weeks putting free content out, for me, that's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And here's the thing. I don't think that we should pay any credibility to YouTube channels that don't review, that don't actually perform the products. I'm sorry, I said it. Now, I will tell you that I'm a big fan of people like Magic Orthodoxy. I will rave about Magic Orthodoxy here and back again. But let's be honest, he is not a magic reviewer. He is somebody who will take a trick, look at it, and he will present to you the trick, the pros and the cons. But he's not. You can't say that he's reviewing it, but he's not performing it. He's not going out and performing it. If you don't feel confident performing this thing, to camera and doing a decent job of it, then you shouldn't be reviewing it. Put it to one side, learn it, and then review it. And then people will go, well, hang on a minute. What about, oh, I haven't got time to review it or something like that. Well, I'm sorry. Or it's out my skill level. Then review something else. I've got a 9-year-old kid that stands next to me every single week, and he's able to learn and perform 2 or 3 tricks every single week on top of going to school and doing everything else he does. So if he can do it, what excuse do you have? If you are going to be a magic reviewer, if you are going to be somebody who reviews magic products, then take it seriously and actually learn the trick and perform it to people and let them see what it's like. Okay? Else you're not a magic reviewer. What you are is you're somebody who brings attention to a particular product for the magic community, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that is how I've looked at magic orthodoxy for a long time. I've looked at magic orthodoxy as somebody who does an incredible job of taking a product and bringing it to your attention and talking about some of the pros and cons with it. But you can't review it if you can't perform it in front of real people, and that goes for any review channel. It just smacks of laziness. If you're going to be a reviewer and you're going to give it a percentage and you're going to go full on with it, especially if you're going to give it a negative review, then actually go out and perform it in the real world. It's not difficult these days to go down a bar or go down a pub, grab yourself an iPhone and have somebody film you while you perform it. It's not difficult at all. You need to, if you're going to set yourself up as a magic reviewer, then actually care about the thing that you're reviewing. It's as simple as that, right? That is, in my opinion, what people need to do. And as for people that are going out and reviewing stuff on Facebook and people that are reviewing stuff on the Magic Cafe, do me a favor. Don't make blanket statements about a product if you know nothing about that product. It just makes you look stupid. It's as simple as that. It makes you look stupid. It drives me up the wall. I've seen so many people that have posted about the quantum deck and they're like, oh, you don't need to buy the quantum deck. This is how it works. And it's like, what's the point? What is the point? I've addressed this on the channel before. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going to get into the quantum deck anymore. The point I'm trying to make right here, and I'm using Lloyd as an example, but, it's just the latest example of many. I could give you another billion examples of stuff where this has happened over and over again. The point I'm trying to make is if you are going to make a statement about a product that makes it sound like it is factually accurate, then at least buy the trick beforehand. Don't say, oh, this definitely will not work, or layman will have to be stupid for this to work, or whatever it may be. You can't make the statement like that until you've bought the trick. Go and buy the trick. And then once you've bought the trick, if you're a magic, don't just half-arse it. Watch the tutorial, learn the trick, go out and try it. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've watched the tutorial and I've thought at the beginning, this is going to be terrible. And by the end of it, I'm like, actually, this isn't bad. And then I've practiced it and I've gone out with it and I've done it a couple of times. I actually like, this is really cool. Yeah? You might even come up with other ideas for it. Like a lot of the time, I'll buy a trick and I'll take it in a completely different direction. You might do that, but don't just sit here and just slag off absolutely anything. And again, for the people that turn around to me on this channel and go, hang on a minute, Craig, you sit here and you slag off every single trick, that you review. You literally rip it up and put it in the bin. Yeah, maybe I do, but you know what? I paid money for it. And I've sat here and I've learnt it and I've tried it out in the real world, and I give people reasons as to why it's not good. I give people reasons as to why it's not good. The latest and greatest, the Magic Cafe is a double-edged sword. It's one of the greatest places in the world to promote a product. It's one of the greatest places in the world to do research on a particular subject. And I find myself there all of the time. However, there are certain people that think that they can make a statement about something without actually owning it. If you want to turn around and you want to, and one other thing while I'm at about it, all of the people that said, oh, the hype is terrible, I haven't liked the hype behind this product. Here's the thing. Don't buy into the hype. Just don't buy into the hype. Just don't buy it. Ignore the hype. When a video teaser trailer gets posted, just ignore it. Because what will ultimately happen is, this is what happens with every product. At some point, it gets listed in Murphy's and goes to every magic shop around the world. And then if a magic shop thinks it's good enough, they'll send you an email about it and they'll promote it, right? That is how the magic industry works. If you don't like hype, if you don't like the little games that are set and stuff like that, that's absolutely fine. That's fine. Just ignore the hype. Just wait for it to hit your favourite magic shop and then watch the trailer and make a considered judgment as to whether you want to buy it or not. But for those people that go, oh, I hate the hype, it's horrible marketing and, you know, it does more harm than good. Well, it doesn't really do more harm than good, considering it sold out in 0.2 seconds and within 3 hours it was #1 on every single magic dealer's website in the world. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do more harm than good. I'm pretty sure that's not the case from a sales point of view. And let's remember, marketing is all about sales. That's why you market. You market to generate leads, which turn into sales, which turn into profit, right? That is what marketing is all about. Maybe, just maybe, the professional magicians out there that are moaning about hype should maybe spend less time moaning about the hype and more time thinking, how can I actually incorporate this into my own magic business to actually try and generate more leads and more gigs for me? Maybe you should use this as an example of how you can actually improve your magic business. And for the people out there that don't like the hype, that's fine. You know what? I didn't buy into the hype. Well, I didn't buy into the hype because I already had it and I knew what it was right from the very beginning, but whatever. I hate those sort of puzzles, right? I wouldn't have done it. You don't like the hype, just ignore it. Don't moan about the hype. Don't moan about, oh, this trick would be good if it wasn't the most hype trick in existence. Well, it's only the most hype trick in existence because you're listening to the hype. Just wait for it to be listed on the shop. Wait it to be listed and then buy it. That's all you have to do. It's as simple as that. So there's 2 points to take home with this. 1, don't moan about the hype. And 2, if you're going to review a product, by all means rip into it. By all means do whatever you want with it. But buy it first. And if you're not going to buy it, then you are in absolutely no position to discuss the merits of that trick. It's like me coming on here and doing a review show on a product I haven't got. It's ridiculous. So there you go, guys. That is another video in the bag. Do me a favour, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I fully expect this to be quite controversial. I fully expect people to be in the comments going, I completely disagree with you, Greg, and that's absolutely fine. This is only my opinion. Doesn't make it right, but it is something that I've seen happen an awful lot recently, and I personally think it needs to stop. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I'm going to be back again very, very soon on this channel with another whole bunch of videos. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. My name's Craig from Magic.